Hi, welcome to the Columbus Classic. This is Noah Bland and Aaron Blank. We're so happy to join you guys in a new season, a new edition. We can feel the ice freshly touching our faces. Hockey is back, Aaron.
Absolutely.
What do you got to say?
I'm so excited for this new season. Finally got some teams on the ice in front of us after a long summer. I can't wait.
It's nice to finally feel the cool. You know, we're down here in the south. It was hot. We were sweating, maybe going into that pool. Well, that pool has finally frozen over. These two teams, I mean, they're going to make a name for themselves in CHS. We want to talk about some of the stars today. Gabrielle Donato for Auburn. She was an absolute beast last year. 43 total points. That's 2.69 points a game. In 16 games, she had 28 goals and 15 assists. What can you tell us about our Georgia player to watch?
Georgia player to watch, definitely Paige Oaks. She was led all of the women's division last year, and she was the MVP, all-time women's division leader in points. She's definitely the one to watch for Georgia. She can do a lot of stuff with the puck.
Now we're in Columbus, Georgia. We're right next to the main rink, about an hour outside of Atlanta. With rumblings of a new team and such coming, and now you have UGA. It's interesting because Auburn, this is actually Auburn's main rink, but we're playing in UGA's home state. So this is kind of battleground, neutral site territory, the perfect fit for our game number one of this perfect three-day slate.
Absolutely. Georgia coming a long way from Athens, just like I did for this tournament. And I'm super excited to see them. They got their new rink out in Athens, but I'm sure they're super pumped to be playing here, still in Georgia, ready to stake claim to this Columbus rink. It may be Auburn's home rink, but as far as Georgia's concerned, this is still Georgia state lines.
And Aaron, we know you're going to keep your Bulldog bias to the side for this game.
Absolutely.
It is broadcasters' rights to do so. We appreciate that, but we respect your SEC knowledge that you're going to bring to the table. It just means more, and with the CHS and everything, I mean, it's certainly going to be put on display. 45 seconds left in the warm-ups. Everybody just getting started, getting a feel for things. We saw Georgia doing a bit of a dump drill, a drop-off drill right to the net, but that's not an indication of what they're going to do. We're on the left side right near Georgia, so we kind of have the best angle towards them. It'll be interesting to see what kind of play we get on this side, and then when they switch, we want to make note, as before we get about 15 seconds towards our first horn, we want to make note that when the first period ends, stay on the line. We only have about a 2-minute intermission in which we will play a video courtesy CCM. And then it's right back to the action. We only get one Zamboni break, and that will be after the second period. There's your whistle for the end of warm-ups. And this is Noah Bland, Aaron Blank. Welcome back, post-anthem. This is Noah Bland, Aaron Blank. We're going to bring to you the starting lineups. Aaron, take it away.
For Auburn, starting in goal, number 41, Jumba, and number 48, Fishback. Number 3, Donato. Number 11, Griano. And number 21, Cross. And for UGA, in goal, Sage Legault. Number 6, Stott. Number 28, Verheiden. Number 7, Barber. Number 18, Oaks. And number 3, Davis.
That'll be your starting lineups, and we're just ready to get things started here in Columbus. Here we go. Well, handshakes aplenty, everybody wishing each other good luck. We all know about hockey rituals and how they remain the same before games. Everything is settled. Oak's going to take the face off for Georgia. It'll be number 21, Cross takes it for Auburn. And immediately, one out by Georgia, thrown back over to the blue line, and here she comes to the blocker's side. Still can't manage to find the first shot. Was a save made and brought back out. Hit over to the far side boards. Shot was blocked but maintained in, knocked away, cleared, and goes all the way back into the corner. The chase is on, hammered across into the corner boards. It was blocked underneath at the blue line, sent all the way around, knocked into, now in behind the net. They battle for it, out to the near side. We're 30 seconds in, and already Georgia commanding pace. They're 2-0 with wins against Tennessee, and they're trying to continue the hot streak so far. No rust is showing after those wins. Again, over to the blue line. Oaks hammered it in, and she'll immediately go for a change. Very captain-like, I'd say. Now back in, trying to turn it around. One more time to the blue line. It was chipped in. Auburn gets it back out, but only as far as the neutral zone. Number 28 tried to play it for Auburn. There was some struggle back into center. It was a clear by Georgia, and everybody will go for a change. Heavy attack there by Georgia to start off.
Absolutely, they're doing a good job keeping the puck in the offensive zone. Auburn having trouble clearing early.
Now again, in through center, Auburn just trying to establish something in over the blue line. Somebody went for a tumble. 13 tried to make a move. That was, I don't have a name here. Now back, and they play for it in the neutralized area. I don't have a name. I don't have a name for 13. Shot from the slot, easily turned aside by Zumba. Goes back into the corner, heavy checking. Still some leg work to do. It's a 2-on-1, a double team battle into the corner. Migrates in behind the net. Kicked at by the green skates of number 24 for UGA. That was Klabati. And now back into center. So Auburn still not able to generate chances and throw shots on net. Somebody went for a spill out in through center. It was blocked by Klabati again. She wears those green skates. You know, they stand out like a highlighter on a blank piece of paper.
Absolutely. We won't be missing her tonight.
Auburn again behind the net. Still try a wraparound attempt that was broken up. Now in through the left circle. One more time at the blue line. Going from one side to the other. Waiting. Shot blocked in front. Went through a flurry of bodies hanging around in the blue paint. Nobody can find the puck. Still they dig for it. Cleared back out. It splits to the fence. Just nearly passing the left defender for Auburn. That's number 26, Quigley. And she'll have to chase back, but now it's Auburn on the attack. In through the left center. A shot blocked right on in front. In through the left boards. They still try to play it. It was by our far side. Georgia starts out with it again. Could develop a 3-on-1. In they come, the Bulldogs. A shot, score! The first goal of the game. It's the Bulldogs after an Auburn attack.
And there's who we talked about before the game. Paige Oaks moving in, continues her hot streak from last season, scores the first goal of this Columbus Classic for Georgia.
Yeah, who but Paige Oaks, right? I mean, she was kind of the name to watch for Georgia when we started this game. We talked about her ability to produce points, to score, and she immediately proves us right. 1-0 in favor of the Bulldogs. Now heavy board play again. The interesting question to look out for, I guess, right now is how is Auburn going to respond? They already had trouble maintaining possession in their own zone, and they had that one chance in front of the net, but other than that, they couldn't seem to keep pace with Georgia's counterattack. And Georgia, what I really liked about their kind of first couple minutes is they established play in their own zone very well. Here's Auburn again trying to attack, but they can't penetrate in over the blue line. And they bring it out in. Georgia one more time entering the zone. Pounded off the far side boards. 4 minutes gone by in our first period. 1-0, Georgia with the lead. It is fired in behind the Auburn net. They start out with a breakout pass. Now Auburn moving in stride. This breakout looks clean. Leading the way, number 13, a shot that flies just high over the Georgia net. But now inbound, there's a shot and a stop of Georgia goaltender Zumba. Sorry, that was Labat. Leggett. The goal. Face-off won by Auburn. It was tipped out now into the high slot. Both players go for a tumble, and Georgia up on their horse going with speed. This is how they scored their first one, on the counterattack. It was taken away, but a second shot, and right in a cover by Zumba.
Good breakout there for Georgia. They've definitely looked to be the more dangerous team off the rush so far, but Auburn got a nice scoring chance just a bit ago. Good signs for them, but still Georgia in control so far.
I think the first 5 minutes shows you that Georgia is going to be a commanding presence in the opposing zone. Auburn's going to have to figure out how to clear the puck. It'll be mistakes like that, though, that'll help them out. Pounded off the boards in the neutral zone. Trouble with it for Oaks. That was Stott. Now going in behind for Auburn. A takeaway for UGA. Stott played it across to her defensive partner. And back in through center. Now the central ice area knocked up high. Stout went for a tumble. They stick fight forward in center ice, and Auburn just managed to clear. Now played back by Legault. In behind the net, Georgia going to take it again. Coming up the left-handed side, and the lone attacker into the zone just dumps. Finding a chance to hop on the opportunity after the misstep. Going back in behind the net, Georgia looking for somebody to center it to. Nobody home. Goes back in behind the net and cleared all the way around. Now near the benches. Georgia trying to hold the line steady. 14-10 to go in the first period. What do you notice so far, Aaron?
Georgia's still doing a great job controlling the territory. The puck's been down on the far side of the rink from us for most of this game. That means Georgia's doing a good job keeping Auburn from coming back this way.
And here they come in again. It was a left paddle save made by Zumba. Georgia's still trying to hold pace now. It goes into the corner, wrapped all the way around and out to the near side. 13:40 to go in the first. It's the Columbus Classic. Noah Bland, Aaron Blank. Georgia trying to maintain possession in the opposing zone. Auburn take it away, and they have numbers. Penetrating in over the blue line. A pass centering, but a good way to stick in front of it. And an easy goal hopping on the stake in front of the net. It was, in the blue paint. There's nothing else she could have done. 1-1 is our score.
And there's Auburn. That's probably the way they're going to have to win this game. They take advantage of a rush chance. They manage to break the Georgia pressure at their blue line, and they come in and they make Georgia pay on a nice execution of a 2-on-1.
Here comes Georgia now in through center. And they will play it by the near side. Georgia's still trying to maintain pace after letting up that first goal. I don't imagine, though, they will take their foot off the gas pedal. But it's 1-1, and these are two high-scoring teams. It'll be two different paces to this game. In through center. Now back ahead for number 71 on Georgia. That's Roth. Taking away back over to the blue line. Now in the left circle. Wrapped all the way around. Into the corner it goes. One more time a wrap around, this time on the far side. In the high slot. Trying to turn it around. The pass was intended for Hobbs. Brought back out over to the line. It goes in through center. Hop it over the stick of a Georgia defender. And, going hard to the ice was number 71, Roth. Here comes Auburn now the other way. Onto the puck. I don't know, 13. Back looking for some room out in the center. And it's covered and held, scorpion style, by the Georgia goaltender.
Another good chance there for Auburn. They managed to get around the outside of the Georgia defense and managed to cut their way to the net. That might show some success for them throughout this game if they keep on doing that.
Yeah, the two different styles of play, what I'm noticing for Auburn is they like to go in behind the net and then approach from the front. In the high slot, a shot. I think that the Georgia goaltender, Legault, got a stick to it. She then sticks it aside again, and it hits the netting.
First sustained zone time here for Auburn in this game. They did score a goal off the rush, but now they're finally starting to control the territory a bit against this Georgia team. Good signs here for Auburn in the last few minutes since scoring.
That's about countering, right? Aaron, I know you've played. Talk about how poising yourself after being scored on the first time and then coming back and scoring that goal and then commanding the presence of the game.
It's all about mindset. It's just don't get rattled by it. You stay up front. Don't care about the goal you gave up. And
here, I believe, here comes Oaks. Oaks, she went right to the boards. A great defensive play made by Auburn. It hits off of the near side, and Georgia now try to work with it. In through center. But a good takeaway now by Auburn, and goes all the way in. Icing is the call. So, we've played almost to the 11-minute mark. Both teams testing the waters. Both good action and goals apiece for each side.
Yeah, I've liked the way Auburn has played since they equalized. They kept their foot on the gas, but now they have a defensive zone face-off to defend here after the icing.
Face-off in the Auburn end. Puck goes out to, and we might just get an icing again. We'll do it all over again. Georgia wins the race.
Yep. Auburn still going to have to defend a defensive zone face-off here. Let's see if Georgia can make something of this. They've been in their own zone a little bit for the last few minutes. Let's see if they can turn this around.
Yeah, they'll try to. Now Auburn, I mean, the pace of play has been 50-50. So
Absolutely.
Nobody's truly dominated this game yet. A shot from the blue line. It couldn't get through the bodies in front. Goaltender went sprawling to try to make the save. A pass essentially to herself, and here comes Auburn again. Now out to center, nobody home. And goes into the corner for the Bulldogs. Taken away one more time by Ruth. She crosses in over the blue line. It will have to work back. It hit off the boards, now into the corner, near side. Getting to it again, and now setting up. A shot, right? She had a clear look on goal, but stayed low. I think she was trying to lift that puck. She had a good angle to do so, but the goaltender read it the whole way there.
Yeah, not enough traffic in front for Georgia for that to really be a dangerous shot. Auburn goaltender saw it all the way. No trouble so far.
Columbus Classic. This is Noah Bland, Aaron Blank. It's Georgia and Auburn. Scores 1-1 as we approach the halfway point of the first period, pardon me. Auburn again try to control in through center. Again, trying to push that forecheck home. Crossing the red line, Georgia brings it back in. Now some coverage right on into the net, but it was broken up. Into the left-handed side, freeing up for number 11 on Auburn. She crisscrosses in on through. Yagley tries to get it. Stick lift back in by the Georgia bench, and it goes into the corner where there's a one-on-one play. Auburn wins the battle. Out to the slot, broken up. Can Auburn hold it in just momentarily? Still, though, hasn't crossed the blue line. Heavy fight here by the Tigers, and they still manage to keep it in. It's a dump. Good forechecking here by the Tigers, just refusing to let the blue line be crossed.
Absolutely, and they're still doing good work here. Georgia's still looking for a way to get out of the zone.
Crossed all the way out in behind the net. And ran up the right-handed side. 9 minutes and 5 seconds to go. Cleared all the way back down. For Georgia, that is number 28. Georgia for Hayden. Out in through center. She tries to battle her way into the opposing zone, but offsides is the call.
Georgia finally manages to get out of their zone here, but they're a little too overeager. Now they got to take a face-off outside the blue line.
Face-off one, and Auburn will take it all the way into the opposing end. 13 got a heavy check and freed up the puck into the corner. It played out into center. Tigers work on the back skate, trying to free up some space. Out over, and here comes number 8 again for Georgia. Threw up the right-handed side. Still trying to find some play in the open ice. Auburn will bring it up slowly into the Pepsi center ice logo. Now in over the blue line. The shot couldn't reach the target. Back to Yang. Yang almost lost possession of it. Georgia Oaks picked it up. Oaks going from one board to the other. Georgia goes for a change. Auburn will head out with it. It hits off of the board. 7:50 to go in the first period. Not at all up at 1.
And that's much better from Auburn right there on Oaks. Getting bodies to her in the neutral zone, not letting her really build up some speed, and they're able to take the puck away.
Yeah, well, that's what she does, really. I mean, that's part of her game, is to maneuver her way around and just to make the ice her own. 7:30 to go in the first period. A pass and, a dangerous area, but luckily she got it to an open teammate, and Auburn will bring it in on the rush. Now up in through center, but a great takeaway for Georgia's number 24, Klabati. In through center one more time. Auburn pounded off the boards in a red line battle off of the far side. Tigers try to bring it back in. Now, a great move to get on by. She tried something fancy, but couldn't get a stick to it. That could have been a highlight reel play.
That was looking like Ovechkin back in Phoenix from all those years ago.
Some call that the greatest goal ever, what you're referring to. And I could only replicate Joe Beninati's goal when he said simply sensational effort, to say the least. Now again, Auburn takes it behind the net. They've worked that office really well so far today. That's how they got there first. And through center now. Working with it, number 13. A shot right in on goal, and clinching of the pads by the Georgia goaltender. That's Legat.
Georgia defense gets split there a little bit on that rush. That's probably something they're going to have to clean up, or else that will be a very dangerous thing for Auburn throughout this game. They cannot get beat between them.
Face-off will be to the glove side of the goals. Won by Georgia. They bring it up the left side and chasing back down. Icing likely waved off, and now Georgia will try to face and fight in the circle. Move to get on by. Now at the top of the blue line, a shot that was blocked in front by a skate. A second opportunity, And what's the call? It was a hold by the Auburn goaltender.
That's a good save there from Zumba. Really good chance there for Oaks right out in front. More often than not, she's going to score from there. Auburn keeps it equal.
Another chance. Notice how both teams just getting the body in front. Zumba made another save. Just positioning, I've noticed, is what Zumba is really displaying an exhibition of. Wrapped all the way around and pounded off of the backboards. Flew up the right side. Here come the Tigers. In with pace and speed. They try to battle off the boards. Tigers holding in their own end. They've been able to control the pace of play, but almost slipped up. Now here they come in through the slot. It was broken up. One more time, a pass that easily defended by Georgia. Oaks try to get it through a double pair of defenders, and chasing it back now for UGA is Yaley. Takeaway for Auburn. In through center. A shot from the center ice area, and Clavati got to it. She was able to block it. Those green skates again. She got the pass through two defenders who were coming in. And now here comes Georgia one more time. Trying to insert herself was Clavati, but play was stopped and halted the other way. Here comes Auburn in on the counter from the circle. It was broken up. Great play by the tall Yaley. Yang kicked it, but couldn't get it out of there. 21 for Auburn again. That's Cross. Tried to do something fancy one more time. Got to it and developing now a 2-on-1. Here comes Auburn through the right circle, trying to go behind the net. UGA get defenders back as fast as they can. Auburn not able to capitalize on the man advantage. Georgia bring it back up to the right side. 4 minutes to go, and the opening period knotted up at 1. Off the backboards and into the corner. Still some heavy play. Auburn get to it one more time, but Georgia found it in the circle. Georgia able to keep it momentarily, but here they come. Auburn in, breaking through with 2 men to beat, but she couldn't do so. That was 11 Granado. Team back, a shot. It was blocked by the mask of Legault. From the blue line, a shot again. That one was wide. Now in behind the net, thrown to the front. Great scoring chance, scoring area, lifted high, but again blocked one more time. Yaley just using her height to her advantage. Georgia coming the other way. Pass over to the front. Great stick play by both teams. Great stick discipline. Notice that we haven't had a penalty 17 minutes in. Auburn moved to get around. Another shot and a glove save. Flashy by Legault.
That's a great save there by Legault, but I want to go back to that play by Auburn a bit ago. They were moving the puck with ease around the offensive zone. Georgia collapsing in front of their net. Left the high slot open, and Auburn got a really good chance out of it. I'm liking the way Auburn's moving the puck around the offensive zone in the last few minutes.
And is that a sign of fatigue for the Georgia defense?
Georgia was controlling the play, but I think Georgia's just trying to protect the front of their net. They know they have a good goalie back there. Don't give Auburn anything from right in front.
And don't give up good scoring opportunities. Remember that first goal was a wide open kind of net for Auburn. But other than that, Legault has been fantastic.
Yeah, not much Legault could have done on that 2-on-1 that resulted in Auburn's goal.
Here come Auburn in through center one more time. And Georgia just trying to chase. This feels like it's been Auburn's game right now for the past 5 minutes. All Tigers. But now the other way, here comes UGA. A single woman in the Auburn zone. Tried to drop back the pass in the near side area. Now some board play. And trying to pinch up one more time. Number 11 for UGA, Hobbs. On at 28, Verheyden. Verheyden went left to right. Crossing into the zone, 2 minutes to go. 1-1, CHS Columbus Classic. Both teams early on in their season A lot of talent placed on display. A lot of speed getting in on through. Into the corner and it went again. Oh, great takeaway there by the Bulldogs. And a clear icing waved off. So now Auburn's got to win the race. They just managed to chop it away from harm's way. A shot from a wide angle, and it looked poor, but Georgia now hold. 1 minute and 30 seconds to go. It's been a fast period so far. Shot was low, going in behind the net. Now Georgia, another try, and Zuba made the save. Both goaltenders, after only surrendering one, are really holding their territory. Into the Pepsi logo, a spin away play. Now to the top of the slot, it got a rainbows over the crossbar. And a minute to go in the first period. Not a lot of stoppages of play in this first period.
No.
What does that really tell you?
No, it's been fast moving. I'm liking the pace. I think this fast pace of the last minutes definitely favors Auburn.
Yeah, Georgia kind of want to slow things down because Auburn's been the faster team so far. Auburn trying to take an advantage into the second period. Here they come, top of the circle, a shot going hard to the ice, and looking for a penalty was number 11, Guarino. And will she get one on the touch-up? Looks like we're going to get a penalty. 29 seconds to go, so if they don't score in those 29 seconds, it will carry over. It'll be 2 for interference.
It's Guarino.
So Georgia is going to get the power play. And you have to imagine they go to Oaks here. She's going to be kind of that Ovechkin-type player. Get the puck on her stick, right?
Absolutely. Everything's going to go through her on this power play. This is a big opportunity for Georgia. They've been a little bit controlled here in the last little bit. Auburn's been the better team for the latter half of this first period, but now it's a chance here for Georgia to really shift the momentum going into the intermission.
Power play quarterback going to be Verhaden. She has it at the top of the point. Verhaden drops it off, but that went by the blue line, so everybody's going to have to reset. And some unnecessary mistakes that could lead to more killed time for Georgia. Oaks now, she's got it again. Somebody went to the ice. It wasn't Oaks, so she maintained possession, but it was taken away by Auburn. Could they get a shorthanded one? They at least bring it in to clear. 4 seconds to go in the opening period, and with that, we'll go into the second, tied at 1-1 after one. As Gary Thorne would say after a period of NHL 14. Meanwhile, here is a word from CCM. The CCM FTW line is the first ever hockey gear built specifically for her. To get yours, head to ccmhockey.com. That is HTTP CCM Hockey, or check out your local retailer. So first period action, right? 1-1 score. Both goalies played great. Back and forth. I only counted, and I wasn't counting, but let's give it a hypothesis here. 7, 8 whistles in that whole period?
Yeah, it was a fast-moving first period. Not a lot of stoppages. Mainly because it's been a very clean game so far. There's been some really good stick discipline, lots of stick checking going on, but so far everybody's been able to keep their sticks out of the feet and on the puck. I really liked what Auburn had to do in that first period. They were under a lot of pressure early in the first 5 minutes. Georgia came out very strong. They got a goal out of it, but I love the way Auburn responded. They were able to weather that storm. They managed to tie the game on a break, and they really controlled the second half of that first period. But Georgia still had some chances, and I'm looking for Georgia to come out of the gates flying here on the power play in the second period.
Yeah, and the way that they're going to do things is I think Georgia's going to change their approach. I think that they're going to try to slow the game down. Auburn was capitalizing on speed and pace. They were catching Georgia loose and making mistakes on their end because it felt like Georgia was kind of chasing after that first period. So what do they have to do to slow the game down?
Yeah, Georgia was trying to be quick on the breakout, and Auburn was just kind of clogging the neutral zone. They're able to get the puck and then come right back at him with speed. I think what Georgia's going to have to do is they're going to have a little bit more support for their defense. The forwards are going to have to come a little further back, move up the ice. They're a good passing team, Georgia. They can pass the puck up the ice, and they definitely should do that because I think that is the way they're going to be able to break down this Auburn defense and keep Auburn from coming back at them in waves.
This is Noah Bland and Aaron Blank, CHS Hockey. Live from the Columbus Classic, just our first of 3-day slate. Should be a lot of fun. Georgia-Auburn tied at 1. So we bring you back to the second period, and Georgia will be on the man advantage. Talked about they have to change their strategy approach with the breakout. They were trying to win the speed game, and Auburn was catching them on their heels with it. And now they can start with a bit of momentum on the second period, especially after it felt like that last 5 minutes before the power play was all really Auburn. In over the blue line, turning things all the way around for Georgia with Stott. In the right circle. Now a good setup, a shot! And right into the glove.
And like we said at the end of the last period, all of this Georgia offense on this power play is going to go through Oaks. You see a great example right there. She finds a soft spot in the Auburn defense, and she gets a good chance.
I gotta say, I saw the flex on her stick, and man, did she rip that. Now at the top of the point, another try, tipped, but not on goal. Into the backboards now. A clear, it gets by Georgia Verheyden. That's right, Georgia Verheyden plays for Georgia. So, a bit of wordplay there, a bit of fun. Georgia in their own end, 34 seconds to take advantage of the extra attacker. To the right boards, up and in, weaving through middle ice. And now alone, back in through center, a shot. She tried to do it all herself, but it just went wide. 20 seconds to go in the power play, splits the defense. 18:42 to go in the opening period.
Georgia going to have to start from their own zone now, but here they come with
the second
speed.
Period. Georgia in their own end, a shot, Georgia now in their own end, and the penalty is over. They try to hustle for it, and it goes over to the near side, bounces off the boards. Oaks got it, and she just manages to get it in behind the net. She will go for a change. Georgia the bench nearest to our right. Now, Auburn catching Georgia in the midst of a change. Here they come, a shot stop by Legault. And behind the net now, Georgia. They take it up off of the wall in through center. Ooh, and 19 went down. That's certainly a trip, and now it'll be Auburn who gets a chance to strike. And after their display of command in that first period, at least the ending half of that first period, we should expect to see some fireworks.
Absolutely. I was talking about, I might have spoke too soon with the stick discipline. We get our tripping penalty right here through the neutral zone. Georgia a little too overeager there, getting a stick into the feet of Auburn. And now they're going to have to kill a penalty here.
It'll be Auburn now with the extra attacker. But immediately Georgia wins the draw, and the puck goes out to center. Heavy pressure, like right off the bat from Georgia on this penalty kill. In through center, a shot went wide, and now one more time into the corner. Wrapped all the way around, looking for an angle on the backhand. Thrown to the ice, into the corner it went. Now Georgia split to the fence and clear it back all the way down. Goaltender Zumba went out to play it. Auburn will have to reset. They've been calm, cool, and collected so far on this power play. They have 1 minute and 18 seconds to work with it. Now back in through center one more time. A good look in on goal, but it field goals on into the netting and out of play.
I like this Georgia penalty kill so far. Right from the beginning, they win the faceoff, they get the puck out, and then they don't just sit back. They chase the puck out of the zone, make it harder for Auburn to get back into the zone right off the hop. And they've done a good job defending so far. Auburn with not any real good chances yet.
Yeah, but I think one slip up, if you play a high-intensity penalty kill, one slip up can lead to a clear opportunity for the attacker. Shot, it looked like it trickled and just wide. They were waiting for a juicy rebound. Now one more time again, a shot that was stopped in front. They still try to play it all the way around. Now over to the right side. Top of the point, another try. Blocked back down and a cover by the glove.
Some nice puck movement there from Auburn. They managed to work the puck around the offensive zone, set up a shot. Sticks in lanes though for Georgia.
Georgia win the face-off, but they can't clear. A shot from the point. It banked up around, and the goaltender for Georgia, Legault, went for a diving save, but didn't have to make it. Meanwhile, going around one more time, Auburn take the lead on the power play.
Yeah, and that's a move that Auburn has been doing a lot in this game. One player coming out from behind the net and cutting to the slot. They've gotten a few good shots doing that. They got enough traffic in front, and especially with the extra attacker, you have that extra player who's able to skate around the offensive zone, and they capitalize.
It was only a matter of time before they were going to hit the jackpot on that opportunity, and they capitalized. So Auburn, after being down 0-1, hopscotch for the lead.
Yeah, and this next few minutes are going to be very important for Georgia. They didn't capitalize on their power play at the end of the period. They give up a power play goal here early in the second period. Let's see how they play.
How is Georgia going to respond? That's the question. If they respond, lay back, and just continue to crumble, this game might not go well for them. But if they can keep their head up, if they can take it on the chin, then they'll be all right. We still have a lot of game to go. But now Auburn, again, continuing their attack, and now this time on a 5-on-5. Game in hand with the orange and blue right now. The far side boards picked up, punched in as it goes all the way around the net. You're thinking that maybe they try that strategy one more time. It's been so successful, just kind of turning at a 90-degree angle into the slot from behind the net. But Georgia bring it in now, and it's Kabadi who goes hard to the boards, lost an edge, and a safe cover made by the Auburn goaltender Zumba.
Yeah, for Georgia to gain control of this game back, they got to go back to what they were doing at the beginning of the first period. Keeping the puck in the offensive zone. They're, like I said before, they're a great passing team. They need to move the puck around, keep it away from Auburn. I think if they can do that and keep the puck in the offensive zone, they're going to have a lot of success.
Now, I just saw Oaks give a head nod to a right winger who gets it again off the shot, and a save made. So I actually, we're so close that I caught wind of a little, it was just a little head nod. She gave it to her again. This time, I think, and I'll keep my voice quiet for this. I don't want to give Auburn the away, but they'll play it back over to number 7. They'll give her, well, they tried to give it off the draw. Somebody lost a stick and a glove. But what they're doing there, and I know you've played hockey so you can relate to this, it's just those little mixed signals. Here come Auburn again on a fast break into the zone, and they can't get it. And now, luckily, Auburn had a defender back retrieving her glove. They bring everybody back, but it was a fast-paced counterattack for Georgia. Somebody going right to the boards. In through center, a little tip. Goes all the way into the corner. Looking for somebody to hit off the ref's skate and managed to work in favor of the Bulldogs.
That'll leave a mark.
A backhanded race into the opposing zone for Auburn. In through the blocker side, a shot right onto the stomach of the Georgia goaltender, Legault.
Going back to that Georgia face-off, Georgia able to use Oaks' presence against Auburn. That shot right off of the left wing, Oaks wins the draw and then vacates the space, taking an Auburn defender with her. Opened up a lane right to the net and gave Georgia a good chance.
And it was that little bit of body language, that little bit of a head nod that could be all the difference in communication. You don't want to reveal your secrets by word of mouth. Up the right-handed side, now in through the center. That's the near side. 6 minutes gone by in our second period. A second period that broke the score on an Auburn power play goal. Here come Auburn. Now, a risky move to get over to the forehand. Shot was stopped. And a lofty play. This will be raced for and won by number 3 for Auburn, Donato. Donato, she's kind of their superstar. She was our player to watch for the game. And she is a point collector by trade. Again, averaged around 2.5, more than 2.5 points per game last season. A shot that was easily sticked aside by Zumba. On the stick of Donato. Donato pressured by the Georgia forecheckers. Just cleared softly into the Georgia end. Went wrapped all the way back around. It was takeaway now for Gritton. Here comes Auburn again. Through the left side, a slingshot that goes high. It pounded off the boards. Now at the top of the circle. They try to look out for it. It went as far as center and traced all the way back. Again, on the 21. That's Cross. Cross. Good work. And it knocked off the post. At the top of the points, Georgia. They axe away, but the puck does not get cleared. 12-12 to go in the second. Low scoring affair so far. Almost midway through the game. Goaltenders have been good. Scoring from both two high scoring teams has been present. But again, two goaltenders that know how to work between the pipes are making their names heard. Here comes Oaks. Oaks can do it herself. A shot stopped. Try to get her own rebound. Wouldn't that be something?
Absolutely.
Here comes Auburn now in through center. Softly gliding. A shot, or at least attempted shot, that almost looked like a pass into the slot area. It hopped up high. The Bulldogs retake possession of it. Weaving back in from right to left. Now in through center. Looking in on goal. A shot and a glove save made by Zuba.
Georgia giving Auburn a taste of their own medicine, cutting through the middle of the ice. They managed to get all the way into the slot and get a good shot. Let's see if they can keep control here in the offensive zone.
It feels as though the winner of the neutral zone is going to win this game.
Absolutely.
If you can allow, and that's kind of the nature of all hockey games, if you can win the middle of the ice, and if you can continue to apply pressure because you're winning the middle of the ice, you're going to win the hockey game. Face-off win by Auburn in their own zone, but Georgia retake it immediately. Oaks behind the net, looking for somebody to center it to. Nobody home. Auburn can't clear. out to center, and icing is waved off. Chase racing for it. It goes into the corner, swooping in behind. Good turnaround play, but it was broken up. Out onto the near side. A shot from the blue line. Ooh, that hurt Oaks. Oaks is going to skate off. Meanwhile, the Auburn attack still on, right on in front. Save made by Legault. And a stoppage, but Oaks headed straight for the bench after taking one to the shin.
Yeah, not good news for Georgia. Hopefully she'll be able to walk that out, but that hit her right up in the shin, I believe. And she's wincing on the bench here. That'll be big for Georgia.
So for now, Georgia's going to have to play without their captain. They trail 2-1, and we approach the midway point of the second period. Missed point, Bulldogs coming in through the neutral zone. Now a shot, save made, rebound was there. Goaltender went flying. The puck is digging somewhere in there, and a whistle. The ref couldn't see it.
Almost a great hand-eye coordination play there from Taylor Barber for Georgia. Puck was fluttering in the air. Zumba was at her mercy, but she took a swing and a miss on a fluttering puck. Those are really hard to get on net. And Auburn a little lucky there. Goaltender lost her stick, but they managed to get the cover.
Face-off won by Auburn. Barber trying to get it. She does and brings it back over to the blue line. Now just poke. A good effort by the forechecker for Auburn, number 11, Giornato. And now here she comes in through the left side. Garino into the corner, goes one more time. Off the boards. Garino centered it. In the slot, both teams at a stalemate, and Georgia got to it again. Trying to clear it, hit off the shin, out through center. Good effort, and here they come on a one-on-one. Shot, that was just fanned on by Barbara. Barbara had nobody to her left, but Georgia tried to keep it in. It goes out to the boards. Somebody went down. I believe, looks like that was Hines. Here comes Cross now. Cross on a 2-on-1. Looking, she fakes on the shot. A second effort, and Legault read it all the way.
I want to go back to a play earlier where Chabadi had the puck in the neutral zone, was looking for a way to get the puck back over the line, but that puck's got to get in deep. She lost the puck. That started an attack for Auburn, and if you're going to be loose with the puck in the neutral zone, Auburn will make you pay for it, so that puck's got to get deep.
Now on that last play, you know, you come in on a 2-on-1, but Legault, I mean, she didn't flinch. Meanwhile, now top, slap shot heavy. It was knocked down by the blocker, and Auburn's got another. It's 3-1.
This is some great play off the face-off. Legault makes the first save, but Georgia cannot get to the puck first. This is just a simple shot and a rebound play here by Auburn. This is textbook hockey, and they make Georgia pay for it. Georgia, once again, not able to clear the puck out of the front of their net.
Georgia's just getting caught flat-footed in their own zone, and they're going to have to talk that over, whether it's intermission, next time out, or just kind of get their head straight. I'm sure the coach on the bench right now is kind of making sure that clearing the puck and getting in the other opposing zone becomes a point of emphasis. They can't let the puck hang around, but Auburn is just sticking around like a flea on a dog right now. No pun intended. I didn't even realize that. We get a stoppage of play.
Yeah, Georgia's got to calm this game down. They've been hemmed into their zone for most of this period. They need to start stringing a few passes together. They're trying to move up with too much speed, and they end up getting outnumbered once they make it to the offensive zone. They got to attack as a team.
Gurino will take the face-off. Georgia wins it. And they come in with speed. Now it's Barber. Barber gets in on a breakaway. One-on-one. What will she do? Puts it back in. Georgia cut the lead to 1.
What do I know? I said that they should attack up the ice with speed. Taylor Barber says, I'll have none of that. Takes it by herself, speeds right through the Auburn defense and beats Jumbo. What an individual effort there from Taylor Barber.
Taylor Barbara walks right down Main Street. If there's one thing Georgia needed, it was an absolute highlight reel. Taylor Barber says, oh, check that off our bucket list. And now Georgia has the Gatorade flowing through their veins. A second opportunity. Oh, it was right there for the rebound. Barbara played it off the boards. Another shot from the line. It was blocked, knocked out of midair. But now you get a new sense of a feel in the rink.
Just look at what a goal does. Georgia, that's all they needed. They got a shot in the arm there off of that goal. They're only down 1, plenty of game left, and they look at them right now on the attack.
It's not about how, it's about how many. And she really did both. After round, Georgia. I mean, you know, that's the game of hockey, though. It seemed like this was Auburn's game to lose, and in a split second, everything, it's not like basketball where you have to go on a run. This whole thing can change. Auburn might have a breakout chance of their own. Here they come, 1-on-1. Save made, Legault will cover and sweep up the dust.
I love it. Clapper from the circles, old-fashioned. Love that attempt there. Big chance there for Auburn, though. A little bit loose at the blue line again for Georgia with the puck, and Auburn, they sensed that blood in the water and got up the ice.
But, by the way, Georgia now has Oaks back on the ice, so they had her for that last shift. She is ready to go. Georgia fully healthy and with a clean. Georgia win it again. They cut back in through center. Puck goes out into the corner. Fast and free. Battling with the stick. That's 28 Georgia Verheyden. Verheyden lost sight of it. And now flying up with it is Cross. Cross got around. It was only for a second though. Kicked free. And here come the Bulldogs one more time. Waiting. Holds a fire. Shot was blocked. Almost knocked down out of midair, but the Bulldogs still control. Roof can't clear. She goes to the ice with a Tiger. Taking her out of the play, the clear won't work, and I think we're gonna get a penalty.
No, I think the door came loose over there on the far side.
Oh no, that's a door. What's there seems to be some sort of confusion.
Looks like the faceoff will be at center.
So it looked like a door was loose on the other side, and you can't have any spectators a free pass for a free skate here today. Nobody paid the price of admission. So Georgia and Auburn, we restart. Score is 3-2. And a game that's been back and forth, fast-paced fun so far. Here they come cutting in through center. Pounced off the near side boards near the benches. Georgia, again, using kind of sticking to their guns with the heavy pressure. And it's been working when Auburn's felt like nervous, felt as though kind of discombobulated is the word I was looking for. But when Auburn's kind of playing their game and getting their passes through, Georgia hasn't been able to really work through and stick to their plan.
But they're going to get an offensive zone face-off here. Auburn iced the puck. Now, what I want to see from Georgia here off this offensive zone face-off is to get control of the puck. Get your defense involved. Be decisive at the blue line. That is something that Georgia has struggled with in this game. The puck will come back out to the point, and the defensemen have been a little bit indecisive. I'd like to see them move the puck around here and see if they can set up a nice shot in front of the net.
Davis will get caught up in the face-off circle. Pounded off the boards, and it glides free onto the stick of number 5, Yaley. Yaley got it one more time. Over to UGA, thrown back over to the front.
now a pass all the way high into the neutral zone area, but nobody was there. Georgia dumps and goes for a change. Yaley tried to go for a change. She kind of caught the puck on her stick so all of her other teammates could get reinforcements. Now in through center. Here come the Tigers the other way. Turned around by UGA, went high, and they'll just play for it easy. Out into the center, and now the neutral ice circle. The pass gets free. Icing waved off, so Auburn's got an opportunity to set up in the circle. They put on the brakes. Heavy board pressure from number 6, Stott. Still in the high slot. Georgia take it away, and here they come now one more time. A shot from long range, easily paddled aside by Zumba. The rebound there, but it wasn't on net. 4 minutes and 8 seconds to go in the second period. Puck cleared up the far side near where the fans sit, the Zamboni side at that. Georgia get it again in their own territory. And now Georgia coming in on their horse, taking a spill. Number 28, Verheyden. Verheyden got it back out and loose. Coming up the side, a shot, and it was stopped.
It's a little better from Georgia. Defense gets activated a little bit right there. They managed to get a shot on net, get another offensive zone face-off. I'm feeling like if Georgia can manage to get an equalizer before this period is over in the next 3.5 minutes, that would do wonders for them.
Roof will take the face-off. For the Bulldogs, they will try to manage an attack, but here come the Tigers now. Chasing up the blocker side with a head of steam and a shot stop. Georgia will turn things around the other way. Up the blue line. It was just chicked in, a shot that kind of leaped up, went into the corner. Played over to number 5, Yaley. Auburn has it. Played it over to the blue line. Now carefully up, going into open ice territory. She'll wrap it around. Won't try the kind of typical Auburn pattern that got them the second goal. And after her shot, it went high. Did not get a shot away. Offsides, no call. Back into the corner. It went pounds off the boards. And Auburn will take it back out in through center. A pass that tried to hit Barber. Barber had the goal that rejuvenated the Georgia energy. She's looking for her second. It hit off the mask. Georgia now continuing the press. It's a second save. The rebound still there. Georgia couldn't find it after the in their skates. And Riouf tried to get to it. Almost 2 minutes to go in our second period. 3-2 in a game that has been back and forth. Auburn's had the lead for the majority of the game, but Georgia has not been out of it by a hair. Into the corner again, a wraparound across the net. Georgia trying to break out. They can't do it successfully, and they will have to retreat to their own end. Playing catch with the two Georgia defenders. Up ahead, here comes Oakes. Oakes looking, good move to crisscross. A shot stopped. She tried to go 5-hole, and looks like Zumba was there to read it.
Good play there by Georgia. Barber and Oakes out there really doing a good, asking a lot of questions of Auburn's defense, and their speed has been a little bit tough for Auburn to keep up with here. But Georgia doing a good job controlling the puck in the offensive
Watch
zone.
Oaks and Barbara. They try the same exact thing. Barbara sets up top. Now a shot almost blocked off in front, but the shot caroms into the corner. A minute and 18 seconds left to go in the second period. A race, a really close race into the Georgia zone. A shot that hit the side of the glass and went to the far side. Georgia's trying to hold up in their own zone. A pass up all the way ahead. Now waiting on the shot into the circle and the flashy leather again. Man, Zumba really has a catcher's mitt on her left hand.
Absolutely. Lots of glove saves tonight. That's another shot there from Georgia Verheiden for the Ice Dogs, and I've been very impressed with her in this game so far. She's been on the front foot, really asking a lot of the Auburn defense. And she's out there again now with Oaks.
And she really has been a presence. Her and her ability to work with Oaks, and when Barbara is also in the conversation, Auburn has had to keep up really difficult. 2-on-1 potentially, knocked down and shut down by the Georgia defender. 35 seconds left in the second period. Georgia, heavy pressure in the opposing zone. Trying to tie things up. It's Oaks. Oaks. Mrs. Do-It-Herself. A shot. A save, rebound, and a cover.
The rebound was there for Georgia. A wide-angle shot gets patted out right in front. And luckily, Zumba was there first for Auburn.
17 seconds to go in the second period. 3-2's the score. Oaks will take the face-off. Kicks it back out to her defender. Can't get the shot away. One more time. It looked like it was a fast one, but it couldn't get through. Blocked. 5 seconds to go in the second period, and Auburn is just going to try to save face here. Go into the period with the lead. After the second period, 3-2 Auburn. This is Noah Bland and Aaron Blank for CHS at the Columbus Classic for CHS. Video from CCM. Specifically for her. To get yours, head to ccm.com or check out your local retailer. Welcome back to CHS action. It's Noah Bland and Aaron Blank. Aaron, we've seen some fast-paced hockey, some back-and-forth hockey, good goaltending play, everything you want to see in hockey, basically.
Absolutely. It's been a really well-contested game. Both teams have dominated for stretches. It's been back and forth, and I'm really interested to see this third period. Will Georgia come out like they did in the first period, guns blazing, or will we see Auburn kind of take control like they did in the latter part of the first period and first part of the second period? I think it's all up for grabs.
Aaron, you know what I'm really excited for? I'm really excited for the final 5 minutes of this game, because both of these teams can play fast, but both of these teams also can sometimes let up certain mistakes, and it can lead to just fast-paced action on both sides of the ice. I think the last 5 minutes of this game is going to lead to chance after chance, and we're going to be jumping out of our seats like popcorn in a bag in the microwave.
Yeah, both of these teams want to go for it. They want to stay on the attack, and once this game gets later and later, where each goal is going to be more intense, I'm thinking we're going to see a lot of chances.
You're going to feel the action, and the heat in Columbus is not just going to come from the hot Columbus sun, but it's going to also come from this game. I believe we have a trip. And just as we started the second period, we start the third with a power play.
Yep. Auburn going to get an early opportunity here on the power play. This is a big opportunity here for Auburn. Can they extend this lead to a 2-goal lead? I think if they can do that, they'll be sitting very well for the rest of this period. I think that 1 goal right now will not be enough.
Yes, but Aaron, you know what they say, a 2-goal lead is the scariest lead in all of hockey.
I'd rather be up 2 than up 1.
Well, that's for sure. Kicked up the far side boards, and they sword fight forward. It goes back over to the neutralized area. A diagonal pass up ahead. Stopped, it looks like, by Yaley. Now Auburn's got a chance in the high slot, right in their goal. A backup chance. Shot was stopped and fluttered off into the corner. Somebody's stick went loose. A clear. Double duty. You take away the stick, it works as almost like an offensive stick lift, and now a chase the other way could lead to a shorthanded opportunity. We're 45 seconds in, and already fast-paced hockey on the stick of Yaley. Yaley gets out of the way of one, clears the other, does her job as a penalty killer.
Absolutely. Get the puck down the ice. You're going to have to defend this Auburn team by keeping the puck away from your goal. They do a good job right there.
A breakout. It bounces up into the air and almost into the Georgia bench. Nobody could find it, but back into the Georgia end. Now Auburn hopping on it in the circle. A setup pass, the glove. She couldn't corral it in, and a risky clear goes into the corner. Kept the power play alive momentarily, but Georgia will say, I'll take that and move it into neutralized play. 18:33 to go into the third. 38 seconds to go in the power play. Auburn lead 3-2. They're looking for an insurance goal. Now up the left-handed boards and waiting. A pass to the center. Ooh, she had somebody in, but she couldn't pull the trigger. 18-18 to go in the third. Knocked away, holding in. Over the blue line and out, turning around at a 90-degree angle. A setup went off the stick. Nobody there. And it was cleared in through the blue line. Number 71 for UGA makes it clear all the way down the ice. And with 5 seconds to go, I think it's safe to say the penalty kill is successful.
Big kill there for Georgia. Gave up a few chances, but dam doesn't break. They're still only down by 1.
You bend, don't break, eh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now here is Auburn playing catch in their own zone. Out through center. Back over to 6, that's Stott. Stott in some trouble, so she got it out to her defender, Yaley. Yaley on her own blue line. Offside is called. There was a little bit of a mush. Auburn couldn't get all communicated. What do you see within the first 3 minutes and out of that Auburn power play?
Lots to like about the Georgia penalty kill. Auburn gets some shots through, but the rebounds were cleared pretty promptly there by Georgia. They take a no-nonsense approach. They're getting the puck out, sending it the length of the ice, making Auburn go 200 feet.
Hobbs will take the face-off for the Ice Dogs, but she loses it to Auburn. Auburn cutting right through the Pepsi logo and bringing it in herself. Watches it onto the corner. Auburn set up attack, a setup pass that was deflected wide. Georgia trying to start their first opportunity, but can't. It goes off the boards. cleared now all the way down. Back into the corner. For 11. Guinero had the puck along the boards. A setup pass in the circle. Oop, couldn't necessarily collect. A shot that had some mustard on it, but did not hit the net. It got stuck in front. Auburn with another chance in front. A second opportunity. A save. Still wait for it. Back to the blue line, holding. The shot just fanned on. Anticlimactic end to the chance. But wait a minute. Now at the top of the point. Got through the legs of number 29 for Auburn. That was Danielle Crote. In through center. Here comes Georgia one more time, but picking the pocket of the forward. And immediately it clears back down. Icing is waved off. Auburn has done a good job at racing back and canceling out those icings, creating pressure in the Georgia end. This game's been all about who can create more pressure. Just beating the offsides, Auburn. Waiting for somebody in the middle. But they try the signature attack by bringing it back out. Taking her time. Slowly setting up at the blue line. Now in the circle, there's that glove again, but the rebound up for grabs. Georgia, bring it back out and watch out. A lot of speed for the Ice Dogs. Piercing through the line, in through the blocker a shot. And oh, she went to the ice and tumbled into the wall.
Great play by Donato getting back. And now here she comes again.
Donato again, a stop with the blocker. And looks like we're going to return on 5-5 action. Puck goes back into the corner. A great hockey-like mentality by number 24 from the University of Georgia. Went hard to the boards, got right back on her skates, and now joins the Georgia attack. Back in between. At the blue line, ready and waiting a shot. It was blocked. Went into the corner, though. Now one more time from the line. Couldn't get through. They stick battle for it. Who's there? It's Auburn. In through center.
2-on-1.
Slowly, surely. Georgia took it away, and they have a lot of open ice to work with a woman trailing behind. Back in the corner. They pierce through, trying a wraparound attempt. The goaltender was there to make the stop. Auburn took it away. Zigzagging in on through. With one hand, make it two. The puck hits the goal and now goes onto the weak side. Wrapping all the way around. Now turning on the Jets, putting on the brakes. A shot went through, tipped in on goal. Now watch out. An unexpected shot from behind the net. Georgia goaltender wasn't ready for it. Legault holding frame. Went over into the corner. It ricocheted off the boards. Yaley up to it. She's in stride. Looking for somebody in the middle is Yaley. 13:38 to go in the third period. The puck sticks to the boards like glue. An outlet pass that could have led to a breakaway is upheld. Icing waved off unexpectedly. Yaley hops on her tail and has to get it out of there. It looked like Yaley was leisurely going to the puck, but now Auburn's got it again and right in front. And Legault has to clear out the damage.
Absolutely. Yaley a little bit slow getting back. Auburn player had the angle on the puck. That was probably why it was waved off. Auburn gets a good chance out of it. Now they got an offensive zone face-off.
Auburn win the face-off, and the puck goes into the corner. Yaley playing defense. Over to 5. 5 takes the shot. It was stopped again. Legault has been extremely potent in this period. Another save by Legault. Wrapping in behind. Nobody there. Trying to get it out, and it parked the defenders. Much needed clear for Georgia, and they will change.
Like what Auburn's done in the first part of this third period, controlling the zone.
Now in the circle, a good breakup by the Georgia defense. 12:35 to play in the third period. Ramped up the boards. A pass into the slot. Still with some trouble. Gornio. And Davis over to 6 Stout. Over the red line. Now the blue. She crisscrosses in through behind the net. Turns on a dime. One more time to the blue line, waiting and holding. Left defenseman goes to the right. A shot blocker down. Goaltenders seeming to turn it on in the third period. Almost half the period without a goal. Stout lost the puck. Somebody lost an edge. In the circle. Losing sight of it. And it's up the right-handed boards. Out into center. Played backwards again. Over the red line. Broken up. And here comes Auburn now on their toes. A breakaway to get within 2. Stopped again, Legault. Can you believe it?
What a save.
They cannot crack her. Tipped away again. Onto the stick of Yaley. Yaley, a lot of pace up the right boards. She'll just clear it. 10:50 to go in the third period. On the near side. 10:45 to go in the third. A centering pass unsuccessful for Georgia. The puck goes out into the center ice zone. Chasing back toward 35. She'll just watch the puck go from one area to the other. Holding on to it. Trying to play it into center. Interrupting. And being a stumbling block in the way, the Georgia defender. Now curling out around. Can't get the shot off. A takeaway from the Tigers. Onto it, number 7, that's Barbara. Barbara, she's been spectacular today. A shot from the line just goes wide. It had the power. Again from the line. Into the corner. Gathered now in the backhand. Centering pass was right there. It looked like Oaks wanted a penalty. I saw that was Stout.
The big shot from Georgia comes from Oaks being left alone on the far side. Very Ovechkin-like play right there.
Here comes Stout. She had it taken off her stick, and immediately the play reverses course. Auburn, one more time, waiting a shot, and a goal. Like we've said many times in this third period, makes the save.
Absolutely. Goaltenders have been great so far in this period, particularly the one down at this end for Georgia, Sage Legault. Another great save. She's keeping Georgia in, and now let's see if Georgia can find some space in the offensive zone and maybe tie this game up.
With a game like this, it certainly deserves overtime. Shot stopped in front, not by a goaltender, instead by a defender. Racing up the other way, here come the Ice Dogs. Turning around, she lost the puck. Now Auburn brings it. Speed aplenty on both sides. The shot, Legault made the save. Went in behind the net. 9:08 to go in the third. I think we might have a delayed call here. Yep, we do. It'll be a slash call. And it looks like Georgia will have a power play. This is the chance, man. What do they do?
This is their big chance.
What do you call if you're the coach? What's the play here?
I think, like we've said all day, it's got to go through Oaks. Let her get the puck in the middle of the ice. Let her do her thing and let her score.
Not a good start with a clear right off the draw. But you still got time now. And Stout can work as the quarterback going from the 1-yard line and all the way out, starting to break out from the right line. It hit off a shin guard. Stout regresses course and plays it back to her defender. Ripped across. Georgia being extra careful on this power play. They know that this could be the time to shine and finally tie the score. They've had their chances. And a Barber breakaway goal has been what's kept this game at 1.
There's been no time for Georgia here in the offensive zone. Auburn players are right on them, right when they get the puck.
Auburn reading the Georgia power play right now like a book. They have to change it up. And just like that, in the snap of your fingers, a minute has gone by. A play up all the way ahead, but she can't corral it in. You see the frustration. One more time. Georgia trying to set up Auburn. Can they clear? Not as far as would have been more successful. Stout got it up the lane. Turning on the brakes. Got it back to Stout. Stout can't hold it in. And Georgia still just cannot corral it in on the blue line. 30 seconds left on the power play and no shots for the Ice Dogs. Here come the shorthanded Auburn team, and a shot just scaled wide. Man, that would have been a death blow. 7 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Auburn, one more time, offsides is called.
Big chance there for Auburn. Legault going the wrong way. It was a shot back to the weak side against the green and just whistled wide. That would have been a huge goal for Auburn to really get them feeling good going into the last little bit of this game.
Georgia in their own end. Just a slow little chip pass up ahead. Power play is over, and they will have to reverse course. Yaley, a pass that goes far down, now into the corner.
Not a lot of pressure here for Georgia. I'm surprised.
But now here comes Auburn on a breakaway. Out of her net comes Legault. It could ice the game. And the beauty, the patience. How about that? The Tigers. That could close the book.
What a play from Auburn. What a breakout pass. A perfect pass through the neutral zone. Puts the Auburn on a breakaway. And like I said, very interesting from Georgia. Lots of time for the Auburn defender to pick out a pass. Not a huge forecheck. Would be thinking that Georgia would want to pressure the puck more. But they get burned for it. Great move coming in. And now Auburn up 2 again.
Yeah, and how about just the patience? A last minute around the pad, got Legault out of a comfortable angle, and scores.
Auburn goal, scored by number 21, Cassidy Ross, assisted by number 33, Murphy Firstback.
Here they come the other way now. And Georgia's got to change it up. They got to play fast, and they got to take risks. The shot, the first one, sits before the power play and a stoppage.
Let's see how Georgia responds. They're back down 2. They still got time left. They got over 6 minutes to go. That's plenty of time to get 2 goals, but they're going to have to keep working at it and get some really good chances here on Auburn.
Georgia win the face-off. A shot. Still in the corner, went around, waiting. It goes really high in the air. That's like a baseball foul ball high. Now into the neutral ice. Georgia try to reset. Ooh, hard hit against the boards. And that's what it felt like all day, really. For Georgia, just being hard hit. They've played a physical, aggressive game. But you really right now, I feel like if you take away the Barber goal, a highlight reel within itself, this has been all Auburn's game since the first period. But here they come. Georgia with a chance to at least make it 1 again, and it was broken up. The stick also went flying into the air with the greatest of ease. Here comes Auburn one more time. And, somebody might have gotten caught up with the stick. Now a shot saved. Legault, I was so focused on what happened behind the play. But Legault stands tall. She's been great. She's given up 4, but she bailed her team out many of times.
Yeah, there have been 40 Auburn shots in this game. Legault has stood on her head to keep Georgia in this, but Auburn just attacking in waves. Georgia not really had any great sustained pressure here in this period, and you can credit Auburn for that. They've been all over them in their own defensive zone. This has been a clinic defensively from Auburn here in the third period.
For sure. Here comes Auburn. Here comes Georgia one more time. And they take a shot. I'm beginning to sense, I said at the beginning of this period, last 5 minutes, I'm beginning to sense Georgia's going to try to throw everything and the moon towards the Auburn net. Here come the Tigers the other way. Going over to the boards. Breakup. Heavy physical play. The puck rolls on its side out to our area. Stout behind. Georgia looking for a great comeback. Now, you start to ask the question, when do you pull the goaltender?
I think they're down to maybe another couple minutes, but let's see if they can capitalize here with this possession in the offensive zone.
A heavy hit in the left circle. Georgia, though, still open up room to play with it, but a stoppage after a cover. Nothing seemed to be working right now.
Yeah, I've been very, very impressed with Auburn here in this third period. They have played a stifling brand of hockey. There has not been a lot of space in the offensive zone. Georgia has been trying to set up plays in the slot, but it is just not there. We'll see what they can do to try and break down this lock of an Auburn defense.
Hit off the shin guard. You can tell when it hits off a shin guard. It really makes a ringing sound. One more time off the boards. 3:45 to play in the third. And here comes Auburn again on an attack. They have just faster skaters right now. Up the side. Punched away by the Auburn goaltender. Now thrown. The net was open. They had a chance, but still trying to convert. Oaks, if anybody can get Georgia back in this game, it's her. She takes it off of the rebound, plays it up ahead, and another just poor mistake. Georgia continuing to shoot themselves in the foot.
And Auburn just moving very slow right now, taking a lot of time off the puck, but they gave it away.
Somebody went down. 2:58 to go, and here's another rush for Auburn. Oaks is working overtime. A shot, and she scores again, right over the blocker.
What a shot. Unbelievable shot. Top bins there from Audette for Auburn. That
Top shelf where Mama hides the cookies.
Absolutely. What a way to put a cap on a great performance here by Auburn, and they can smell it now, up 3 with under 3 minutes to go.
Do you pull the goalie?
I'm thinking if you're Georgia, if they're planning on doing it, they got to do it now. We'll see what they do right here. But I'm thinking if you're Georgia and you're planning to pull the goalie, you do it now.
Auburn goal scored by number 13, Avery Zong, her third of the day.
That's a hat trick for
Avery Zong there for Auburn. And she has been fantastic in this game. 3 great goals in that last one. Top bins.
Avery Zong, the first hat trick of the Columbus Classic. Will we see more?
I'm thinking we will. Lots of great players in this tournament across all the teams. I'm definitely thinking that will not be the last hat trick we see in this Classic.
Up the right side, here they come. Auburn trying to just trying to shut the door. Georgia just trying to find any sense of life right now. They turn around in through center. One more time. Turning on a button hook. In through center. Over the blue line. Here she comes. Waiting, firing. Into the glove. Just able to cover it. 2 minutes and 4 seconds.
Just another example right there. Georgia is really struggling to get up the ice. Auburn has just been all over the neutral zone and their own defensive zone. There has just been no passing lanes, no open space. Give a lot of credit to Auburn here in this third period. This has been a defensive masterclass.
Auburn is playing a fantastic game. By the way, this DJ is doing a fantastic job.
Absolutely.
What I'm hearing is a member of CHS is actually on Ox, by the way.
Yep.
Meanwhile, a win for Auburn face-off in the opposing zone. Puck was slow but steady. Turning around. The top of the point, right on to the tape of 29. Held in by 32. Stout got to it. She holds, waiting to slingshot it forward. They can just send the goaltender. But you're not really at that point yet. Here comes Auburn again, trying to continue to rain on shots. 1:25 to go in the third period. And heavy play in the own zone. Georgia flied back out. They watch it behind the net.
Auburn doing a great job here of keeping the puck on the other side of the rink from their own net, defending in the offensive zone. They've just done it all tonight.
A minute to go in the third and regulation period. The goaltender for Georgia has not left the net yet. We are watching closely, but here Auburn comes. Maybe a smart decision. Another breakaway. And this time, look at makes the save. Look at makes the save. Now at the top, Legault will cover.
Georgia has definitely struggled in this game, but one player who has not struggled for Georgia has been Sage Legault in net. She has been fantastic in this game. She has kept them in it. She has made 39 saves in this game. Quite a night for her, but not really any run support to go with it.
36 seconds left in the third period. 5-2, Auburn lead. Georgia's had really their highlights, but it's been an Auburn game, I feel like. And Auburn playing in their home rink, it only makes sense. 13 seconds, Auburn with the home ice advantage in some sense. For last shot of the day, likely for Georgia. Hung around, Gailey got to it. It hopped again, and a cover leads to the whistle. An Auburn win in the first game for the Capital Classic for CHS. This has been Noah Bland and Aaron Blank. Aaron, let's give me a little bit of a game recap here.
Yeah, Georgia came out of the gates hot. They managed to get an opening goal fairly quickly, but really from that point on, Auburn got the equalizer, and from that point on, they were the better team in this game. They dominated the middle of the ice. They gave Georgia little to no space to work with in the offensive zone. They shut down Paige Oaks. Really a comprehensive performance here from Auburn. Lots to like, and if they play like that, they can beat almost anybody in this tournament.
That'll do it. Dear CHS, for Noah Bland and Aaron Blank. We'll see you momentarily.